Want to keep up with the latest Camodo gaming videos? Be sure to subscribe and click that bell. Hello YouTube, Camodo Gaming here, bringing you guys another episode of Tiny Town VR, and yes folks, we are back once again, and today we are back with a brand new build, and boy is it gonna be a big one, because it's probably gonna be in several parts. I've been I don't want to say ignoring this request, but I've seen it pop up several times and I haven't done it yet. And somebody wants to see like an outbreak at a zoo. Now, I was thinking in my head, I don't have many zoo animals. I've got some custom animals, but nothing that would be very, I would say, worthy of a normal zoo breakout. We gotta make this ridiculous because it's Tiny Town. So, we're gonna have a zoo breakout, but it's gonna be everything that's massive. So, we're gonna say that there's been some sort of outbreak, kind of like what's happened with the zombies and all the other happenings on the other side of the city there. And we're gonna have like monster animals breaking out of the zoo. So, we're gonna put it over here. This is actually by the forest fire, which if you missed that episode, I'm gonna flash it in the top right corner. But this might explain a lot of things that are going on here in Tiny Town. Obviously, you have like the Megalodon and the shark attack down here, the big dinosaur over there, all the other big creatures could possibly be coming from this zoo. Now, this zoo is going to be right about here. I'm going to make the island kind of come out this way. That over there, what you're seeing is actually going to be a town area because obviously the monsters have to be attacking something pretty close to the zoo. So, we're going to be doing that here today. I'm going to go ahead and start this little area. It is probably going to be a two-parter episode because I have a lot of things planned, but I don't think I can get them all done at once. So we will be doing that. Now, one last thing I want to mention is the whole fact that we have a name for this island. And it was one of the top voted items. I'm going to flash it on the screen here. The island is now called Carnage County. I actually really like that name. So that's what we're going to refer to as this side of the map here. But anyways, I'm going to start building here. If you guys are enjoying Tiny Town on the channel, maybe hit that thumbs up button. And if you guys have any suggestions for either the zoo build or maybe builds in the future, comment below. But let's do this. Alright, so I'm going to give you guys a little progress update here. So, we're working on the park entrance. I'm actually picturing this, like, what I'm picturing in my head as far as how I'm making this is like how I play, like, Roller Coaster Tycoon, Planet Coaster, games like that. So, we got the parking lots on the left and the right side. You take the road from the yet-to-be-built town down this way, and this is where the stuff's going to be happening. So, you're going to have like your normal park area stuff here. I put these little gates in so people can walk through. I know it looks a little odd because it's the big arm to let people in, but there's no real good gatehouses anywhere in this game. So I'm going to maybe make do with this. Maybe I can find a couple other things. But yeah, you can see it kind of leads to this area, which this is off center a little bit, I believe. Either that or this is off center a little bit. That's pretty close. So, we're going to have enclosures, which there probably are going to be broken out of, on this side and the other side. And we have to have a way that these things got exposed to the radiation or whatever it is they got exposed to. And I'm trying to think there. We're going to have to find our first little breakout item here. And I think we're going to go to our custom items real quick. Alright, so we have stuff from King Kong. We've got a lot of stuff that should be in the water, so we'll probably have like a little water section maybe on the other side. There's a snake in here, which I kind of like. Oh, it's a small snake. Hold on. Oh, that's a small snake. Hold on. How do you look if you're big? You know what? This model is not bad at all. Oh, you know what? Even though he has some googly eyes and he looks a little bit on the, we'll call it the derpy side, this snake is not bad, actually. I kind of like that. Let's turn off snapping. This can be one of many snakes that are escaping maybe a reptile area. So, I'm thinking he's going to be coming from this way. So, okay, he's not going to be that big. That is way too big of a snake. Let me resize him. We'll probably have multiple snakes. And let's go ahead and keep going. Okay, snapping is off. Let's see. Maybe a little bit bigger. He could be coming out of a building. Maybe we'll have like a reptile building over to this side. He could be coming out of the entrance there and kind of starting to go over the front and going into the city. That doesn't look bad at all. I actually really like that. I'm going to angle it like this. We'll have to find a building, but we still need something for this enclosure right here. We could say they had spiders. Maybe that's how they got into the city. They dug under and went out that way. That could be one thing. Let me see here. You know what? We could probably do our Kong here. Here's King Kong. Whoa, that model is sweet looking. I think there's going to be multiple of these apes here. So, say the ape enclosure, which would probably be here, which I think they do. I think they're going to have like a gap because there's always like a ditch or something. That way the animals can't immediately like jump over the fence. So, what we're going to do, we'll have the apes in here. I think we'll stick one in the town because another one of the major requests that I've seen, which I've seen on other Tiny Town videos, was seeing like a King Kong character climbing a building. So we might do that, but this is going to be one that's probably breaking out. This one won't be as big. You know what? We might do a couple of these. Maybe we'll have one. Yeah, he could be like standing on the path here. That looks pretty cool. And then maybe we'll have another. I really wish we could pose these. We'll put this one at a different angle to make it not look like he's in the exact same pose. And maybe he's doing something else. So I probably need to build their enclosure. And we'll probably put some stuff in his hand. He's probably lifting up a person right now. Alright, I'm going to get back to work. Alright, so we are ready for our next scene, and as you can see, I've been quite busy. So, I'm making this path that's going around the first enclosure that you're seeing here, which is actually, like we were talking about, the ape enclosure, and then the reptile house is over there. We'll go to that here in a second, but you can see how I made the gap where the water is, that they like to surround these enclosures with. So, realistically, you would have a pretty good view if you were setting fence line. Might be a little far away, but it's not too bad. So, yeah. You've got the ape enclosure, which I think I'm going to do. I might add rocks, possibly, around this. I don't know. Maybe I like it as is, because a lot of times it does look like it's just an immediate drop-off. Maybe not quite as steep, but we'll have to see. But yeah, we can go up here, and you can see one of the mutated apes has actually grabbed one of the zookeepers. They thought they were going to come in and try to calm the ape down, but that did not work. So as you can see, they have bananas. Now, what I used for these zookeepers, they have one that's, I think he's a sheriff, but he actually looks really good as a zookeeper, and you can see they got through their little enclosure opening over here. This guy's just noping out of here. His poor buddy up there is kind of stuck up there with the ape. So we can come over here, and I was thinking about how this all started, and this is kind of something similar to what happened on the other side of the town where the Kraken is. So, Tiny Town's water supply right now, it's a little toxic. You can imagine there's tons of pipes down here, and yeah, it's spewing out that sludge and it's infecting everybody. So, we still have our main ape that's on the way to the city. We won't use any more of them because they're all in the same pose in this area. And then over here, we have the snake. Now, ignore the back side of the snake because this is going to be all covered up. But this snake just grew immediately, and it actually busted up the reptile house. I'm going to add a little more debris under it here, and we're going to need some people running down the pathway here, trying to get to the exits of the actual zoo itself. So, we're off to a pretty good start here. I've got some more things I'm going to add. Like I said, this is going to have to be a two-parter, because this in itself, even though it doesn't look like a whole bunch, has actually taken quite a bit of time to figure out and place these paths and these little areas down here. Alright, so we are ready for our next bit of detail here. So, I'm going to go ahead and zoom down. Let's start over here. So I added some more destruction to the reptile house, which is being blown open by the snake. Now, there's going to be more snakes in this. We might do a couple small ones. I'll probably do a little attack over here. I think for the rest of the episode, we're going to do little detail stuff before we move on to other bigger enclosures for the next episode. So let me know what you guys want to see there. We do also have farm animals. I know it's a little weird, but I guess you could say there was a petting zoo inside of here too. So you have like you got the bulls, you even have like chickens and stuff like that. We've done a couple mutated chickens before over in our farm area, but I think we're going to have a petting zoo area. We might actually get around to a part of that today. So you have all these people running. I've added a ton of detail up here to make the front of the park look a lot better, because it was looking fairly empty there. So you got people running away. You got a medic over here trying to help a guest out. Up there, there's your snake. It's busting out of the reptile house. You got people reacting to it. A couple zookeepers are out here with guns. This one thinks he might take a shot at him. This guy's noping out of there. Same with this area that I built over here. You see like a little playground. People are running up and down the street here, or the pathway. They've done cleared out the park areas over here. You got a lot of people just reacting to the different things that are happening. Now, you got some people heading for the exit, so let's go ahead and look at this from the park entrance / exit. So, oh, that looks insane. That actually looks pretty good. So, we can come into here, and you'll see people running for the exit. There's actually a busted part, which I don't know if I pointed that out yet, in the gate over there where one of the apes might have thrown itself through, or probably just tore down, to be honest with you. You've got these people running here. There's debris on the ground. This guy's actually hiding behind a vending machine. I don't know if he's gonna make it. You got these people running. Now the one of the bigger apes here is actually grabbing people. He's got them in his hands. He's got one by their leg. I actually stepped on another poor soul right there. I think that looks pretty good. Yeah, I'm digging that a lot, actually. Geez, there's a lot of stuff to build over here. It's like, it's so hard to believe that we have a whole, like, other side of town here. Wow. Alright, let me go back in. I've got some more things I want to do here and accomplish before the end of this episode. Alright, so you can see I've actually started on the petting zoo side. This is actually towards the back of the first enclosure that we built. So I don't think this area is quite done. I think I'm going to do a couple more things here, but you can see the animals have already mutated. They're huge. They're breaking out of the enclosures. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on here. You got people running. There's a huge horse that just knocked a guy through the sky. There's a duck army that has formed, except for that duck's a little low. There we go. You got a guy with a pitchfork. He's trying to fight off a bull, which you can clearly see the bull has already gotten to one person. Over here, you got a monster chicken. We'll probably do some more chickens and stuff escaping. I'm sure the ducks came from one of these enclosures over here. Now, we gotta have one more thing here, and everybody knows which character it is. Oblivious Grandma. And, well, she's extra oblivious today. She has no clue what's going on around her. And she's just enjoying a day at the zoo. So, as you can see, Oblivious Grandma, she's one of those people, and don't be this person. Have you ever gone to a live event, and everybody's got their camera phones, and that's okay, but then you have the one guy that's in front of everybody with the big tablet in front of them taking a picture. Well, that's Oblivious Grandma. She's enjoying a taco, and she's taking a big picture of the, I guess it's a rooster there. Yeah. Just keep being you, Grandma. She has no clue what's going on. You know, I don't think we've ever harmed Oblivious Grandma before. Yeah, that's a thing. So, anyways, I think it's going to wrap it up for this episode of Tiny Town. We had a pretty good start here. Let me know what you guys want to see as far as... let me know what you guys want to see as far as other enclosures. I want to thank you guys for all the love and support on this series. You guys are absolutely amazing. And we'll see you guys next time in Tiny Town VR. Thank you!